Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another Geek Spider podcast. I am the host of the Trash Talk panel on Mondays, Jesse Goku. What is going on? Hey, it's Monday. It's July 5th, 2021. We are, so for those of you that don't know, Delta HCon and Comic Palooza are next week. Uh, Delta HCon, let me see if I can get an exact day counter for y'all. So according to this, Delta HCon is 10 days, 13 hours, and 46 minutes, and less than 50 seconds away. That's right. They have new guests announced, like Kohi, who looks like a performer, Morgan Garrett, and I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Blake Shepard. Blake Shepard's going to be there. I don't know who that is either. Yeah, a bunch of I've never really been big on guests anyway. So what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking more shit about Anime Matsuri, but we're going to be talking about Comic Palooza as well. Comic Palooza versus Anime Matsuri. That's right. We are back here. We are talking more about them. With that being said, let's for anyone that wants to join the podcast today, our lines are open, but I am being restrictive on who can join and who cannot join. Shh. There you go. I posted the link. It's not on Twitch. It's not available on Twitch, but it is available on YouTube and Facebook. So let me know if you want to join. The lines are open. So what's going on, everybody? We're sorry. I apologize that there was no podcast on Friday. I got a part-time job working for 5-Star Security, and I had to work the Dash game, which is the female soccer team for Houston, and I had to work the Dynamo game on Saturday, which was actually pretty cool. It's fun. I don't see why people like. That's kind of what I want to talk about today instead of Anime Matsuri versus Comic Palooza. I wanted to talk about how people just talk shit about sports all the fucking time, like sports ball. Like, shut the fuck up. But today we're going to talk about Anime Matsuri versus Comic Palooza. So for those of you that don't know, Comic Palooza has announced more guests. For the con, they announced Danny Trejo and a couple other guests. I mean, Danny Trejo's the only one that's been notable for me, the only one that I really care about. But with that being said, let's go ahead and look at their guests. They actually have quite a few on here that I haven't seen. Mario Lopez is going. I have another voice actor, John Swayze. He's all for one in My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist, Dragon Ball Z. He's in Dragon Ball Z Kai. I wonder who he does in Kai. Oh, they have an author going. Okay, that's cool. But Danny Trejo is the one that's going to Comic Palooza that has the most notoriety for me. Like, that's the one I really care about. So he's the Bora in Dragon Ball Z Kai. Okay, that's cool. So for those of you that don't know, Comic Palooza is next week on July 17th and the 18th. Now, it looks like most of the guests that are going to be there will be there for both dates. So that's good to know. Oh, also, we have the pricing for the people. Holy shit, these are expensive. Okay, so check this out. So for Giancarlo Esposito, the guy that plays Gus and Breaking Bad from Los Pollos Hermanos. He's $70 for a photo, $60 for an autograph. Tati Gabrielle is $50 for autograph. So you're looking at like $50 bucks. Mario Lopez, you're looking at $50. Ron Perlman, oh, that's a good one. $60, not bad. I might get one. Danny Trejo, $50. Hell yes. Autographs at table only. Doesn't have a price. I guess Carl Weathers, I guess not going to charge. I don't know. Okay, so Carl Weathers info, $70 US for each standard autograph and $300 for each premium autograph. That is a lot. Britt Baker, for you wrestling fans, Britt Baker and Christian Cage are both $40 and photos are $50. Christopher Sabat and Sean Schemmel. Christopher Sabat is $50. Sean Schemmel is $40, but it's for if you want a photo and an autograph, it's going to be $80 for Chris. Sean is $60. That's a lot of money. That is, I don't think I'm gonna do that shit. Let's address some comments. Yo, Chad, are you available to join us? Legendary Anime Fan 2. Hello, welcome. We should go ahead and showcase that because I got to change the banner anyway. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us today. We're going to be talking all kinds of shit today. So tell me what you guys think about Comic Palooza. Let me know what you think about Anime Matsuri's guest lineup. I haven't seen the lineup for Anime Matsuri, but I can already tell you that it's not good. I mean, at least not to me. It's subjective. It's all based on perspective. It's all based on your taste, on what you like, what you don't like. Schedule for both Delta and Comic Palooza are live. Okay, let's check. Let's also check them out. Legendary Anime Fan 2. Damn, you have amazing Dragon Ball collection. Congrats. Actually, if you would like to see Anime Fan, that's all Dragon Ball. All of that. Those DVDs, VHSs, Blu-rays, those are all, that's all Dragon Ball. All Dragon Ball. All Dragon Ball. And then I have more Dragon Ball stuff. All Dragon Ball. I probably have the best Dragon Ball collection in Texas. Emilia Clarke's was ridiculous. What inexpensive at the last Comic Palooza. I bet like a lot of them are super expensive. It seems that like they're a little bit more affordable this year. It's just that the anime one, the anime voice actor autographs are not that affordable this year. I remember one year they were just fucking free. Like they didn't even charge. Oh, yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Christian Cage and Britt Baker are $40 for an autograph, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Really good prices. It's an impressive collection for sure. Thank you. There are over 900 different individual pieces of Dragon Ball in my room. Like every that's kind of shitty because every little piece like counts. Like if the figure is this small, it's a single piece. If it's a Blu-ray, a game, it's a single piece. I don't count box sets. I don't count the individual CDs. But like each figure is an individual piece. It doesn't matter. AM will treat. Oh, hello. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome. It's been a while. How are you doing today? I'm so glad you could be on here to join us. Trying to address some comments. Hey, welcome. First time Kina, first time commenter, friend of mine, really cool friend of mine. How you doing? Hey, how you doing, Melissa? How you doing? Thank you for joining us today. We got a packed podcast today. Damn, you have an amazing journey. Okay, we got that one. I collect all of the Neon Genesis Evangelion. Oh, that's a good series. Really good series. My friend's into that one. He's starting to collect some figures. I'm just ready to meet Christian Cage. Doesn't matter. AM will treat their guests terribly. Doesn't matter. AM will treat their guests terribly and unfortunately take advantage of their culture. This is absolutely true. I don't know a lot of you saw it, but they posted a picture of their guest. What was it? The lewd, ecchi hentai. The girl that's hosting the hentai fest at Delta. They put that they made her take the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is a high-risk vaccine because when we signed up for the trial run of Johnson & Johnson, they had all these side effects that could go wrong with you. And those side effects are they're still relevant. They're still there. You can still, like blood clots and all this shit. We have a friend whose godbrother just passed away because he took it's not the Johnson & Johnson, but it's another vaccine that's a one shot only. Like he just passed away because it like affected his body negatively. So yeah, like they're making these guests take the Johnson & Johnson. That one's very dangerous. It's very, very high risk. So I don't recommend it at all. But I'm surprised Comic Palooza isn't requiring masks. Comic Palooza is owned by the city of Houston. And remember, the city of Houston is part of the state of Texas. Comic Palooza is not an independently owned convention. It is owned by the city of Houston. And unfortunately, the city of Houston follows the rules and regulations set by the state of Texas. But it does not hold a candle to my porn hentai collection. Get on my level. Huh, that's what you think, sir. That's what you think. That's what you think. I have none of this. Your porn and hentai collection might be downloaded, sir. My shit, physical. Actually, it comes out wrong. Hell yeah. Hey, what's up? You almost feel sad for AM because they're trying too good, I guess, but they keep slipping up. This is true. Anime Matsuri, I don't feel sorry for them at all, but they do try really, really hard as a way to try to get people to come to the convention. They have almost no repeat guests. I'm not saying they don't have guests that don't like come back. It's very rare that they have repeat guests. By the way, I'm leaning on my speaker. So I bought new speakers for the wedding for Ross, Box of Props Mario's wedding during Delta HCon. So I'll be DJing the event. Daniel, they're having a Japanese festival outside of AM in the Discovery Green. I mean, it's not the first time they do something like that. Plus, they're probably doing that as a way to get rid of the protesters in Discovery Green, because there's always protesters every year during Anime Matsuri in Discovery Green. So I guess they're going to occupy the space to take it up. Hello, Serenity. Welcome. Today we're talking about the guest lineup. So I think one of the major reasons why I think people are still supporting Anime Matsuri is because it's an anime convention overall, and they believe that Anime Matsuri is the only anime convention left in Houston, which is not true. It's absolutely not true. You have Delta HCon. Even though Onicon is in Galveston, it is still close to Houston. Not only that, but Comic Palooza does a lot of anime themed stuff, events, panels, such as that. And I think because the name is called Comic Palooza, a lot of weebs, otakus, or whatever the fuck you want to call them nowadays, they don't want to support something that's not 100% Japanese or anime or something like that, which is not right. I mean, comic book Comic-Cons, comic book conventions do a lot of anime stuff, because you got to remember that animes like Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, Naruto are more comic book like now as in popularity versus like a lot of other anime. Like you have a lot of anime that are now comic book popular levels, and you have very good comic books that are like second to none. Like the Power Ranger comic book is amazing. I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but it's really good. It's really great. I'm gonna take down your comment, and that's if it doesn't rain. This is true. It's been raining a lot in Houston, but then again, some of these people could use a bath. It is by far the largest anime convention. But in what sense, though? Is it the largest anime convention in Houston? Is it the largest anime convention in Texas? Is it the largest anime convention in the United States? Because if it's the largest anime convention in Houston, absolutely, you are correct. I will agree to that, but that's not saying a lot. I mean, there's only 2 anime conventions in Houston, Delta HCon and Anime Matsuri. So it's literally your first or second in that sense. Now, in the state of Texas, they are not the biggest. They are not bigger than San Japan, and they are not bigger than Akon. Akon and San Japan, despite all the problems that Akon has, Akon is bigger than Anime Matsuri, and San Japan is much bigger than Anime Matsuri. There's no way Anime Matsuri can compare. And besides, Anime Matsuri, they will count a single badge for like 3 individuals. So like, oh, you bought a 3-day badge, you count as 3 people, you count as 4 people. So that's where their attendance is. That's where a lot of their attendance comes from. So if they tell you they have like 30,000 people, like just like literally cut that by a third, and they have 10,000. I'm not going to say Anime Matsuri doesn't have a crowd. They do. They have a crowd. They have a lot of teenagers. They are really popular with teenagers. Like you have a lot of teenagers, underage kids that go there because it's anime. That's all they know. They don't really know about the other cons. They're not like us, the older bunch, where we're more aware. We know, we have more insider information. We know a lot more because we're older. We've been around the block a couple times, so we definitely have the experience. Yes, Anime Expo is by far the largest anime convention in the United States. There's hands down, it is by far the largest anime convention in North America. Flaming Forearms, what's up? Hello. We count that for 4 days since they are now counting Thursday. Right. So they Comic Palooza generates 60 to 80,000 people. Comic Palooza is a bigger convention than Anime Matsuri. Anime Matsuri, okay, so Anime Matsuri would charge a lot because they will bring in a lot of big name guests, and they have to make like a down payment. So, like, okay, you want to bring in Miyabi, it's going to cost you $5,000, but we need $2,500 up front, and then we're going to ask you for the rest later. So the reason why is they do down payments on guests, but there's a lot of reports where they don't pay a lot of these guests. Now, the reports are that they don't pay a lot of guests, not that they don't pay any of their guests. They do pay, they have to pay some of their guests. So they charge $90 because, Anime Matsuri is the best, funnest. Like, you got to understand it. I'm sorry if there's any Anime Matsuri supporters here right now watching, but they're like, okay, well, they come out like the former president of the United States. Well, Anime Matsuri is the greatest. I know all about conventions. I know everything to know about conventions. I have talked to people that work with conventions, and they can tell you that I know the most, and my convention's going to be great again. We're going to make Anime Matsuri great again. We're going to build a wall around the weaves and the BO. I feel like there would be more attendance for Comic Palooza if they included anime advertising on the website and had anime guests, even though anime is... They do have anime guests. They do advertise for anime. They have Dragon Ball panels. They have My Hero panels. They have Pokemon panels. They have a lot of anime stuff. They do advertise this. They're advertising Sean Shamel and Chris Sabat and another guest voice actor. They do advertise. It's just that a lot of anime fans are fucking fickle. Damn, I'm a Trump supporter. Trump 2024. Why you gotta call me out like that for going to AM? LOL. Blastoise, you're the only individual I know that will get a pass. You're the only individual. Once again, I'm going to post the link for the podcast for anybody that wants to join. The lines are open for anybody that wants to join. You can join from your phone, a tablet, or your computer, your laptop. Just make sure you have a headset. Sharing your opinions on Anime Matsuri versus Comic Palooza. And I have to say, I do not agree. Like I said, I do not agree. Comic Palooza does advertise. They advertise just as much for all their stuff. It's just that their main focus is not anime. They're a comic book convention that has a lot of movie guests, authors. They had actual astronauts at one point. They had the voice actress of Ash Ketchum. They have Goku and Vegeta's voice actors. They had Kyle Haber. They had the Power Rangers. They have Danny Trejo coming back. They have Christian Cage. They had Dolph Ziggler. Did they have Dolph Ziggler? No. Who did they have? They had Gregory Helms. He was known as the Hurricane in WWE. I remember meeting him. They had Roddy Piper. And all kinds of people. Very fun con. But they do advertise. So with that, I do not agree. Mott Spooky. Yes. I would not even ghost Anime Matsuri. Remember when you go to the con and you ghost it, they're gonna treat you like someone that bought a patch and take a picture and be like, look at all the great cosplayers we have here. Look at all the amazing people. Come to Anime Matsuri. They're like that shitty commercial that they made in SpongeBob SquarePants for the Krusty Krab. The Krusty Krab, come spend your money here. But Anime Matsuri. Anime Matsuri, come spend your money here. John was like, when he heard everybody was getting stimulus checks, he's like, mwah. He smiled just as much as Joe Osteen. I cannot say your name, but I like your comment. We're going to put it up on the podcast. Anime Matsuri sucks. Anime fans are WCW fans. When it gets bad, they leave. Oof. Oof. Ouch. No, you're fine, Dandelion. You're absolutely fine. Serenity says Comic Palooza are still announcing guests, so they aren't done yet, which is crazy because Comic Palooza is next week. For those of you that don't know, Comic Palooza is July 17th and 18th at the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas. You can go to comicpalooza.com right now to buy your badges. They are selling single day badges, so you do need to buy a badge for each day. But I recommend only going for a day if you really want the full experience of it. I have panels Saturday and Sunday, so if you want to check out my panels, I'll be hosting It's Over 9000, a Dragon Ball panel on Saturday, and then Sunday I'll be hosting Dragon Ball versus My Hero Academia, a Icon versus Icon, trash talking, open mic, just no holds bar, trash talking panel. It's a panel where the fans come up there and they explain why their fandom is better, why their show is better. It's not who would win a death battle. Absolutely not. We already know who would win. But this is like, okay, my show's better because my show is better because my characters don't cry every time they make a friend or some shit like that. You know, it's something like that. But we kind of have to lower the rating this year because of Comic Palooza. But anyways, I feel like AM is a sexy weave girl, but she's emotionally unstable and might have a disease. But you won't know till your dick starts to itch a few days later. No, you won't know until your shit falls off. Wear condoms. Melanie says, true, they do pay a deposit, but that's what I mean when I say they take advantage of the culture. There's no viable translator for Japanese guests, and they don't pay the rest like they're supposed to when their performers get back to Japan. They don't tell everyone in the entertainment business not to go to the con. That see as a bad experience that couldn't be helped, which is why my cycle through so many performers. Every time their con is held, you court cases pop up in the district courts. Soon as after because they don't pay anyone. They even owe the Japanese airlines money. I 100% agree with you. That is completely true. The comment is way too long to have on the stream. I don't think we can have it up. It doesn't show all of it. Also, I want to kind of protect your identity, so we're not going to do that. Comic Palooza is awesome. Comic Palooza is awesome. If Delta HCon wasn't the weekend, I would be going. So I'm going to both. I have to make both work. If I can't go, I'll make Trunks go still. Wait, who is that? Can't really see the picture. Laughing my ass off. So when it comes to anime, why do you think that weebs avoid Comic Palooza? Despite the fact that Comic Palooza does bring in anime guests, does have anime panels, does have anime themed events. Like some weebs look at comic books the same way some Christians look at equal rights. Like, ugh. I took a shot at Christians. I'm sorry. I'm a Christian. Fuck. I'm sorry. That shit was great. The lines are open for anybody who would like to join us on the podcast because I do need a co-host. I can't always talk forever. Comic Palooza has 2 days and AM has 4. Bet Comic Palooza has a bigger turnout. I believe Comic Palooza will have the bigger turnout because Comic Palooza they advertise the fuck out of Comic Palooza. Not only that, is owned by the city of Houston. Everything they do is owned by the city of Houston. I work for 5 Star. They are doing security for Comic Palooza, but not for Anime Matsuri. Everything Anime Matsuri does is privately owned by them. They have nothing to do with the city. They just give the city like some money, and then they like, oh, today's Anime Matsuri Day. Bullshit. The city of Houston likes money because this is Texas, and a lot of people in Texas are greedy as fuck. Trunks, probably Tori or Heather. Yeah, that's true. What time is your panel? What time is your stuff so I can come check it out? Because I'm going as well. They canceled my press badge this year, so I'm kind of pissed. I hope Delta HCon moves locations in the coming years so they can get have more space and more content. Absolutely true. They need to have a bigger location so they can have more content. I think maybe they think it's only about comics and not anime. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is like 80% the reason. But like I said, some weebs will look at comic books. Like if it's not anime, if it's not manga, which by the way, manga is just fucking comic books. It's not. It's from Japan. No, it is comics. By the way, otaku means nerd, geek, means geek. Because we actually were going to make Japanese Geeks 5 shirts, and it said otaku 5 and then some other word. I don't know. I can't read Japanese, but it came out as otaku. Weaves avoid CP because they're more family oriented and they have actual structure and guidelines and they want to loose and be edgy, and it's like that's not how life works. Cruz, get on the show. What's up, Randy? Easy. You don't get that anime vibe. They are two completely different auras. Anime cons, you go in broke, sharing a room with 10 people, and leave with one thing or two. That's the exact same thing. I'm sorry, and I have to completely disagree. They are the same fucking thing. You put on a cosplay, you walk around for 8 hours, you say hi to your buddies, you hang out a bit, you go to maybe one or two panels, you go to the dealer's room and you spend $200 on shit you don't need. You pay for overpriced food, or you order pizza to be delivered to your hotel room that you're already going to share with 6 to 10 people, and then y'all all get drunk, or you'll go to other people's rooms and get drunk. That sounds like an anime convention, but I literally just described Comic Palooza, or any Comic Con for that matter. Like what the aura is, what you make of it. CP, you actually need to show ID. That's absolutely true. In Comic Palooza, a lot of these jackasses that like to hit on underage girls can't get away with that bullshit at a Comic Con, because there is so much security. If I even see a mouth breed, especially Captain Potassium, hitting on somebody that doesn't look like they're 18, first off, homeboy don't need to be hitting on anybody. He needs to learn how to breathe through his nose. Comic Palooza, it's the same thing, but you have hundreds set aside for nerd nostalgia stuff. It's true. Nostalgia, it actually overpowers mostly. Comic Palooza used to have way more of a party vibe in 2014, 2015, but when the city bought the con, they killed a lot of that. That has been a lot to do with people who like more of an adult party vibe, deciding if it wasn't worth it. It's not so much about comic books as the atmosphere of the event. The reason why they do that, though, is because they want people to go out to the bar, like the bars, the clubs, all these things. Like, they pay a lot of money to the city of Houston, so Comic Palooza, the people in Comic Palooza will go out and party and go clubbing and go drinking at these bars instead of having like to do it at the con. 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. is called Cosplay is Such a Drag. It's the only panel out of the 4 I submitted that got approved. Yeah, I submitted like 6 and I only got like 2 approved. Normally I get all of my panels approved, but I guess this year because they have actually, because they told us why. Nina, I think they told you why. They told us why. So we'll have to wait till next year to get all our panels approved. But yeah, I'll come check it out. I'll definitely come check it out. I'll be there Saturday. My panel's at 1, but I got to be there at 9 to check in, because we have to check in for panelists, have to check in, and we have to pick up our badges. And I would, that place is such a fucking maze that I need to get there early and get all my shit early and just get it all over with. Manga, Japanese comics. Literally, the history of manga can be tracked to the first comics like Superman. Absolutely true. As a matter of fact, Superman is the very first superhero that's not someone like Hercules, or like he's the very first superhero that wasn't like Hercules or somebody like that. He was the one who paved the way, who set the genre. Nothing much at work. That sounds yeet yeet. Hashtag yeet yeet. Hello, sir. Oh shit, that's true. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for commenting. Through all the years I've been at AM, they are so up and down on their rules and ID. It's ridiculous. Most of the time, they don't even fucking ID people. Did you know during my Super Cosplay Dating Game show, people were just sneaking in, just snuck right in. Like, they were going in, they were going through the side doors. They didn't even stop them. They didn't have enough security to stop them. The guy just got mad, like, you guys got to stop, or I'm going to call the fire marshal. They're going to shut this thing down. You know how many underage people that were probably underage snuck in? And, like, that room was packed. There was, like, 500 people there. There's no way. Like, and besides, that's on Anime Matsuri as well. Fuck Anime Matsuri. Oh, they didn't tell me. Okay, so the reason why, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say so. We have somebody joining us on the podcast. Joining us is Flaming Forearms. I'm not sure who that is, but we're going to find out. Hello, welcome to the show.
What's up?
What's up? Who's this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Leon. What's up?
Yeah, I was about to say you should remember my name.
No, dude, you were called Downtime Gaming.
Yeah, I know. That's my Twitch name though.
Oh, okay. You're okay. All right, just real quick, I need to not before I ask how you doing. Let me acknowledge some more comments. Oh, they didn't tell me. Okay, Pokemon Go Fest also competes with both Delta H and Comic Palooza this year, so another challenger approaches. I don't think Pokemon Go Fest is a viable source of competition. It's more of a glorified gathering, especially like there are a lot of people that don't give a shit about Pokemon Go. Like I know I don't give a shit about Pokemon Go, so I don't really can see it as competition. Uh, my panels alone, like I'm not trying to sound full of shit, but my panels alone are a draw. People actually will come to a con just for my panels. We went to IggyCon in Austin this year, and it was quite lame compared to previous years. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Actually, I heard a lot of people complain about like the night, like they complained about the nightlife. There weren't a lot of parties, a lot of people, groups that host parties, but that's not the convention's fault. They have no control over that. It's just people not wanting to go. Another comment is, you're right, though. Your mindset to the con determines the vibe. For me at AM, I see myself all over the place doing shenanigans with friends. For CP, I find myself having more fun in the dealer's room and the hotel room, but not in the halls or many other panels. Well, that's because you need to come to my panel, sir. They're nothing but shenanigans. Serenity says they actually don't ID their staff when they attend either the club AM or their 18 plus events. That sounds about right. What's going on? Downtime Gaming. I know you're using your Twitch handle.
Yeah, just working.
So, what are your thoughts on Anime Matsuri and Comic Palooza?
I think
We
you
have
already
another
must
individual joining us. Thank you for joining us. You're on the line, sir, with Geeks Fiber Podcast Trash Talk Panel.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on?
All right. Appreciate it. Man, these conventions this week, man, it's getting crazy.
So,
Before
before we continue any further, let's just go ahead and address something. Anime Matsuri and Kamea-con. Anime Matsuri is in Houston, Texas at the George R. Brown Convention Center this weekend, actually. And Kamea-con, the Dragon Ball Z themed anime convention in Dallas, is also this very same weekend. Also, Delta H-Con, Comic Palooza, and PokeFest are next weekend. And the weekend after that, it is Conroe, Comic-Con, and other events going on, Retro Palooza, and other events. There are so many conventions this month alone. It is insane.
Making up for lost time.
Yeah, just popping up.
But I mean, do you think it's too much too fast?
Kind of, because you don't want that oversaturation. Because if you have everything on the same weekend, you split your audience, you split those people.
Right? No, absolutely. Because think about it, we're still in a pandemic. They just cut off unemployment benefits.
Yep. Pissed.
So a lot of people don't have money. By the way, that is another thing. They have cut off everyone's unemployment benefits. So the people that were relying on it, they can't go out and get a job because they're at home taking care of an elderly person or a new baby or a new child or just a child in general or special needs child. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like obviously, like we just had IggyCon recently. Other states had other conventions. We have San Japan right around the corner. We have so many conventions within a 6-month period. We have IggyCon twice this year.
It's ridiculous. Like it's one of those how fast I want to max out my credit card type thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many times can I pay for the hotel? Or do I choose not to pay for the hotel? Do I choose not to go to this con? Do I choose this? Do I choose that? So it really is like a who's who of what you want to go to.
Right, and the comments are pouring in. They're pouring in pretty fast. Downtown Gaming, let's get your thoughts on, like, what do you think of so many cons in the same month? I know as an individual, I don't want to put too much of your business out there, but I know you work full time. I know you work a lot, and you know you're not always financially able to go to all these cons. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, you know the old saying, everything's good in moderation. Mm-hmm. And the cons scene is definitely not financially able to go to all these cons. What are your thoughts on this? I think realistically speaking, it's going to be like they got to get back into bringing the cons back, or at least the con environments back. And yeah, maybe they should have waited a little longer. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad at least some of them are coming back, because I kind of miss, going to them. And I mean, right now it's pick or choose your favorites. I never got to go to the first Kamehameha Con, but life took the reins on that, so to speak. So
Right. Just real quick, somebody's saying I love having different options. If some place has restrictions or rules I don't like, I can just choose something else. That is, competition is good, but competition hurts all of a lot of us regular con goers. Like I'm a regular. Like I go to a lot of the conventions, and people recognize me when I go to them, especially if I'm on my poncho and sombrero. But I can't do all these cons. I have to do 2 cons in the same fucking weekend, Comic Palooza and Delta. You already know, like, I'm gonna be stressed out. It's not. And then like with Anime Matsuri, they have like what, I don't even know the guest they fucking have.
yeah, the only time I went to Matsuri was when I went to Discovery Green Park to sell a cosplay item to someone. That's the only time I've been to that con. That's the only time I'm ever going to go to that con.
Yeah.
Let me look at their guest lineup. Who? Okay, Hana Bunny. I don't know who the fuck that is. Cosplayer. Kaylee. She's the little girl from Kong versus Godzilla.
That's really fun.
D-Man 1954. Don't know. He's the host. I don't know who he does. Matt Frank, the Kaiju King. Don't know who that is. Mahio, cosplayer. Morgan Berry, voice actor. Toki Masta. Man, they have all. Vic Mignogna. Oof, definitely not interested. Ashley Nichols. Dave.
Well, depending on which side of the conversation you are, I think Vic and John should get along swimmingly.
Oof. They don't have a single guest on here except for maybe that's mildly interesting, except for maybe the little girl that was in Kong versus Godzilla.
I feel personally with AM, it's one of those, and you have to tell people this. Like you said, you're not in high school anymore, especially when it comes to going to cons in general, but AM in particular, where it's like you can frequently go to these cons and save up money, you have all these responsibilities, but then when you grow up and it's like, I only pick this con and that con, and to me, AM really is the young person's convention. That really is how I see it. Because I've been going to these since I was in high school, and that was the con. That was the high school con. And then you realize Comic Palooza so much better, and it's Jesus.
And that's another thing. I wanted to, because let me know what you think about this, and in the comment section, let me know as well. But anime conventions have always been perceived as the younger audience, where Comic Cons, science fiction horror conventions like Apollo Con have always been the much mature, much older audiences. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's just like I was gonna say like Anime Matsuri, to put it shortly, 14 to 34 demographic. Comic Palooza, 6 to 50 demographic. Like that's the spectrum I see it in.
Yeah, I was going to add on to that. I think because of all the MCU treatment of all the movies and everything else, I think it brought more people into that limelight, and they got more interested in learning about the comics, maybe doing the conventions, doing the cosplays. So I think actually that was beneficial, at least in that part of it. And you got people dressing up that are in their 60s and 70s as Captain America and shit.
Daniel says there are way too many cons in spring that were pushed back to July. I feel bad for Delta H Con because this was typically their month. That is true. This was normally the month that Delta H Con will host their convention. Anime Matsuri, as of late, has been trying to host their shit in July as well, which is fucking stupid, but whatever. Anime Houston is early
August.
Houston. August early.
Yeah, Anime August is in Houston. I know that. I'm going.
But you also have Bell County Comic Con.
Yeah.
You have San Japan, Anime Houston, Colossal Con, Retro Palooza, Amazing Houston Retro Arcade, whatever, IkiCon, Anime North. You have so many conventions this year in such a short amount of time. It's insane. Plus, you also have other stuff like the Texas Renaissance Festival. You have like sports. You have Dynamo games. You have the NFL season starting back up again. You have WWE going back on the road. There's just so much. Like there's a live SmackDown for you wrestling fans. SmackDown is going to be coming back to Houston next week during Delta HCon and Comic Palooza, and then they have a pay-per-view that Sunday in Dallas.
It's just so weird. No, you go. Jesus.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's the Kofi Kingston, Bobby Lashley match.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's Money in the Bank. I'm not ready to go to. If you're not ready to go to cons yet, you don't have to. I'm so glad they're starting to happen again for those of us who are beyond ready. I think that they should have waited until we have more people that are immune to the virus, that are more vaccinated. Like, I don't know how you feel about the vaccination or masking, or like, I don't trust weaves to bathe or wash their hands. They will go around the convention scratching their nut sacks and getting some extra cheese for their food.
You bought $300 for the VIP pass and to get to your tournament convention and to pay for your hotel. Can't buy a bar soap. I know.
Nope. Some of them look at deodorant the way Superman looks at kryptonite.
And they must love that Parmesan.
Those flakes.
Stop. I am so going to Colossal Con, Texas. I am not, because I found out some really shitty shit about the con owner.
Oh, pray tell.
He actually financially helps and supports a guy who we call Voldemort, who there's actual police reports of him raping a victim, and he was stripping in a panel where 13-year-olds were present.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that guy.
Now that really is a con on the no-go list for me.
So that guy's friends with him, and he supports him and backs him. So that's a no-go for me. Their website isn't updated in the regards of guests. Who's? What con? Serenity. You have to go to their app. 1000% agree. AM is being in the summer is stupid anyways. They're really after the money. Of course. I mean, believe it or not, all these conventions are businesses. They're all businesses. They're not charities. They're not free events. They're businesses that need to make a profit. So they're after everybody's money.
Yeah.
Plus, you have concerts and events too, which is true. You have concerts coming back. Also, AEW Dynamite at U of H in August. I don't really care about AEW. The demographics are changing, though. We are seeing more anime-related items in pop culture stores now as the younger generations mature and have more disposable income. This is true. I remember places like you have Bedrock City Comic Books in Houston that now sell Dragon Ball and My Hero stuff. Amazon, you have eBay, Amazon, you have all the comic book shops that sell anime stuff, manga. Bookstores carry a lot more manga now. And a lot of the anime stores now carry comic book stuff too. You can't just be exclusively anime. A lot of places that are exclusively anime, have you ever noticed that they tend to go out of business after a while?
Yep. Rest in peace, Planet Zero. Or Planet Anime, my bad. Used to be in Rice Village like 20 years ago.
I remember Planet Anime and Planet Zero.
There's one place that sells anime, but they're a Japanese store. They sell other Japanese items, not just anime. So that's how they were able to stay in business.
When Books A Million died, I cried because that's how I got into manga. That was the place that made me first buy a lot of manga. Books A Million.
It was actually, for me, it was Barnes and Noble. Because there was one at the mall, which is like a 5-minute drive from me.
Yeah.
But now it's all gone. I agree though. This is a good comment though. The demographics are changing. We have another one, Mr. Deacon Rap, bro. I found so much deodorant in the clearance section for 50 cents.
Oh God.
That's what you need to give away as prizes. But Matsuri is different. They're a shady business. Absolutely agree, 100%. AM is basic.
I'm telling you, to me, the ID alone lets you know that no. I used to be able to get shaving cream, shave my mustache and beard, or partial stubble, little high schooler, just so I can get the kids ticket. Then I can buy a sword that you're supposed to be 18 for, and I'd be like 16. Like my friends would get pissed at me because I could be two ages at once, and they wouldn't even check at the raise. Like it's ridiculous.
I don't know if I think this was at Matsuri. I'm not sure, but I was hanging out with this girl, and I was like 20 something, and she was like 19 or 20 at the time. But she didn't have her ID on her, and we wanted to go see the Rocky. She wanted to go see Rocky Horror. I didn't. So I wanted to go with her because she's, I was hitting on her. So I was like, oh, okay, let's go to Rocky Horror. And the guy at the door is like, where's your ID? She's like, dude, she doesn't have it right now. She doesn't have it. Can you cut us a break? Is she with you? I'm like, yeah. Or like, are y'all together? I'm like, yeah. All right, I'll let her in. That's how little of a shit they give.
Yeah.
Well, they better step out of the way for King Mexico. Come on now.
I wasn't King Mexico back then.
Man, you're always King Mexico. What are you talking about?
I wasn't back then. I was just I think it was dressed as Goku at the time.
Man, Comic Palooza, they are not afraid to be mean. Like I've seen panels, get your ID, need to be 21 to be in this room to watch it. They are not afraid to lay that hammer down.
They will tase you. I said ID, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's because they have actual security there. They have actual security because the company I work for are the security for Comic Palooza.
Yeah, Matsuri security is really just the volunteers.
Yeah,
a different shirt.
It's volunteers it's a bunch of volunteers with a shirt that says safety.
Yep.
Because they legally cannot call themselves security.
Ah, that's funny.
Right, you cannot call yourself security in the state of Texas unless you are licensed.
Didn't know that. Okay, that's good.
And you have to be insured as well.
Oh, the funniest one for me was when Matsuri started doing because it felt so tedious when they started having security for the escalators, and you actually have to have your badge just to go up the escalators. Because normally it used to be you had to go have your badge to the vendors, but now you need to go up the escalators. It's like, oh my God, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing the fun.
Yeah. AM is basically trying to be like Anime Expo.
Yeah.
As someone who has been to both, it's nowhere near close to Anime Expo. Even some Targets have anime merchandise section. This is absolutely true. Walmart has an anime section now.
I feel bad for any Obi-Wan or Anakin cosplayers that tried to go up the escalators and they forgot their badge.
Oh God, use the Force.
I got the high ground. Well, no, this person won't let me have it.
There's still a Books a Million and Katie Mills.
You will let me on the escalator.
I'm glad there's lots of stores that carry anime stuff. I remember when people used to be bullied for it, and I'm glad the younger generation doesn't have to deal with it. See, but I can't believe I got fucking bullied for that shit. Like, that's not fair. Now, like, it's accepted now that I'm old.
Yep.
I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for those ass whoopings.
Oh, now if I go to high school, I'm the cool kid. Ugh.
Oh yeah, now. Oh shit. You mean to tell me I got all those ass whoopings for nothing?
Yeah.
For real, I literally got my ass whooped. I got mugged. I got made fun of.
I was gonna mention well, go ahead. I was gonna mention a story.
I grew up and it's worse in the hood. It is 10 times worse.
Oh yeah.
In the hood, like people are like, well, I got made fun of too. Like, yeah, but you got made fun of in a white neighborhood. Like, I got made fun of in a Latino black neighborhood. You know what they do to you? They will rob you and then sell you that shit back for twice as much.
Everybody hide your shit. Devo's coming.
No, for real. I wish we dealt with Devo. Devo would have just kept But yeah, it was kind of like the whole Devo situation in Friday. You get fucking robbed, and that motherfucker would flaunt that shit right in front of you.
Yeah, I was gonna mention there was a Halloween one time, and this is why when you mentioned that people were being dicks to pop culture, I was sitting there. It was Halloween. I dressed up as a freaking Ghostbuster. I must have been maybe 9, I think. And I was walking around doing the trick or treating bullshit. These fucking bullies, just straight out of like some Cobra Kai assholes, they came up to me and 2 of them attacked me and proton pack, and they stole the proton beam, which consisted of a pool noodle. So they stole my fucking proton beam. Pardon the language, but I was like, you know what, you guys are dicks. And
I'm sorry,
it was just
I
a
left
weird.
one of the comments. It's pretty funny. Everybody's having a conversation, and in the comment section we have Joshua West says, "Hey, oh, here we go. Here's the comment. This is pretty funny, bruh. No wonder people go to Matsuri. Security doesn't give a fuck. Excuse me, non-certified safety." Wait, I don't know if I can.
What about Suncoast? I remember that.
Let me see. I'm a teacher. I'm not gonna say who this is. I'm trying to protect him. I'm a teacher, and I ran our school's anime club. Unfortunately, we won't get to have our after-school program this year. Okay, I can show that then. Shit. I always try to protect the teachers, unless you are a fucking dabbing Jedi. Then fuck you.
Yeah, Suncoast. That was the first place I bought my first anime.
Sam Goodies, where everybody bought the CDs. They would sell anime there. They sold anime, like Sam's Goody, all the CD shop, all the places where they sold CDs. They sold anime. They sold DVDs, VHS. They sold anime before anyone else sold anime. So shout out to these fucking CD stores that are no longer in business.
Nah, I feel bad for this guy. It was called like the Wana store. It was like right behind the convention center, by like a strip of like Pizza Hut and such shit like that by BVA. He had a bunch of cool anime stuff. So fun. We barely had money when we went up there, and then like within 6-7 months to a year, he was packing up, going, "Oh, I'm going to Louisiana." I was like, "No!" And then 2 or 3 years later, now everyone wants anime stuff, wants anime stores. It's like, oh my god, ugh. It sucks. It sucks when the good stuff go away fast. Don't know what
Yeah, they had an anime store in Town and Country Mall in Sugarland. I used to go there for, huh?
What is my friend like? I can see if under your chin right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm confused.
But I mean, it was that store, the one in Town and Country Mall. Or no, I'm sorry, not Town and Country, First Colony Mall in Sugarland. That's where I ended up getting most of my anime stuff. Just like, I don't know, like I got like 60 soundtracks, maybe 70.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I only buy Dragon Ball shit. And yeah, so
Technically, didn't you used to have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade one arcade?
Yeah,
back
but
there?
it's in storage.
I tried being the sword guy, but after like your 3rd or 4th one, it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy these no more.
They're expensive.
Yes. I think I bought my first set for like 25 because it was like a double, but then the next year I went to Matsuri, 65, 45, 70. That's when you need to learn how to bargain.
Oh, okay, just real quick. I didn't skip his comment. He had mentioned that he was a teacher, and I was just trying to make sure it was something that I could share to protect him and protect his job. So sorry if you feel like I skipped your comment. I didn't. I realized that the first few words said teacher, and I was like, oh, let me retract that real quick. So I was just trying to look out, but then I read the comment. I read it out loud. Okay, it's fine. I can post it on the show because I'm just trying to protect him and his job. You gotta understand that teachers are watched under a microscope like big time. Like, where were all these young hot teachers when I was fucking going to school? With the OnlyFans.
Because you were going to school with them at the time.
That's true. Oh. Like, a lot of them have OnlyFans, and a lot of them be hitting up the club. Now I'm like, damn. Like, y'all fucking suck.
My professor is Lady Baroness. She wants to see me after class to talk about Cobra enrollment.
I don't agree with that. I'm sorry, Dental, but I don't agree. That's you. I mean, everyone wants certain things. But I like the fact that they don't have a lot of anime stores because a lot of these fucking shops that are privately owned are fucking ripoffs. Like they will charge $10, $20 more than what Hot Topic or Amazon will charge.
Yeah, I've
There's a
learned.
Goku Black figure. I'm gonna show it to you real quick. It's that one right there with the scythe.
Ooh.
A friend of mine bought it for me at an anime store, and they wanted like $50 fucking for it.
Is
And
that the
we
really
found-
large one?
No. It's the and joining us on the podcast is the man, the only, the famous, the iconic, the legendary, the rapper himself who likes to rap about nerd life, otaku life, and about being like, I don't know, I think he's a deacon or something. Joining us is the man, the champ that runs the camp, Deacon Rap.
Hey guys, and for the record, I'm a safety deacon. I'm not a certified security deacon.
Get the fuck off my podcast.
Okay, bye now.
No, okay, let
Okay.
me, just real quick. It's that Goku Black right there. It's the one with the pink hair.
Yeah, I was trying to find out because I know they just released a new one not long ago that's
By the
like
way, for
really
those of you
tall.
watching, these are more Dragon Ball.
Oh, I got the little pop videos on the side.
Oh, the
I
pop
have a
figures are up
black.
there.
I just don't
They
think
go.
he has
If
the
you
size.
look at the very top, they go along the wall.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, but that Goku Black right there, they wanted $50. We bought it for $50. Found it at Walmart for half the price.
In the clearance section, right?
Yeah, so you can give it away.
Everything must go.
Everything was good.
Gotcha.
That's actually part of the reason when you were mentioning. That's why I was thinking like Think Geek is a great example of a place that's anime and pop culture all rolled into one giant store.
What the fuck? Why do I smell like burnt food? I smell like I cooked and burnt something. I just need to put on a fresh coat of deodorant.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, just grabbing a can of emergency Axe body spray.
Shut up. That's not showering a can. Anyways, real quick, how do I join the call? There's a link.
Yeah. So, quick question: who's not going to Delta who's not going to Matsuri or Comic Palooza?
I'm going to Comic Palooza.
I'm gonna be going to, I think, maybe AM, Comic Palooza, and Anime Houston. I'll try to go to some other cons before the end of the year.
I'm going to see if I can apply for Anime Houston still.
Oh,
But,
tickets on like $40. I mean $20 for Anime Houston. It's cheap. They're nice.
Look, I haven't bought a badge for a fucking con and who knows how long. I don't buy badges for cons. If I'm gonna submit press and panels, if that shit's not approved, I'm not going. I don't care if
Dude,
it's next door.
Got that good shit. All right, I like that.
The last time I bought a badge was San Japan 2017.
Just real quick, I want to acknowledge some comments real quick. There's a store in Deerbrook Mall called Media Magic that has loads of anime stuff. Yes, I have actually applied for a job there years ago. Anime posted their latest post about weapons policy, and guess who they put next to it? Kaho Shibu. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me who that is. But I have no fucking clue.
I bought a badge with San
I can hear Deacon rap twice. It's already bad enough I gotta hear him once.
Hey, you invited me.
I know.
What's in called? No, I'm trying to share this post so I can tell the people, hey, I'm live. Come watch me.
When is Anime Houston?
August 6th to August 8th.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck, that's around my birthday.
That's a good present.
That's the weekend of Bell County Comic Con.
Hey, we got our first spammer for the show. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com.
Oh, God.
Really? Oh my God, that's so exciting!
It's
I,
$50,000.
I may be going to Delta 50/50 for Anime Houston. Replying to Daniel. Daniel, August 6th through the 8th, I believe. Yes, it is the weekend when it's almost my birthday. So I'm going to apply tonight and see if I can get into that. If not, Geeks 5 Hour isn't going. At least not this year.
I heard that Anime Houston or Anime, one of them, that people got COVID at the con, and that it would badly manage.
I think it was like Anime Dallas or something like that. Maybe,
Mhm.
maybe.
You
Yeah,
think they're owned by the certain people because their logos are eerily similar?
Yeah,
They are.
yeah. A
Gotcha.
Dallas and A Houston are owned by the same. I think this is the first year they're doing Anime Houston.
That's a bad initial. AD, add an extra D. ADD.
I don't
An
see how
extra
it's bad.
AH, AD,
ADHD.
ADHD. Jesus Christ, Houston.
ADAH?
AD.
AHAD?
Well,
Sir,
it's better than Anime DVDA.
ADA?
all right, Mr. Dinger Rap, since we have you on the show, tell us a little bit about your rap. What do you got going on at Comic Palooza?
I'm not going to Comic Palooza.
I meant Delta, my bad.
Yes, Delta H Con. So, what do I have going on at Delta H Con? I'm going to be performing in the main event hall, I believe right before closing ceremonies.
Oh,
Oh, so the hangover hour.
Is that bad?
Actually, it's kind of bad because I'm going to miss your show.
so let me ask you,
Mm-hmm.
the one for since you're going to Delta H Con, that's in a hotel, right?
Yes,
That
it is
Yeah.
at the Houston West Chase Marriott.
I have never, because that's what I'm doing Anime Houston to test it out. I've never been to a con that's in a hotel. What's that like? What's
Whoa! I
I've been
love
to one
hotel cons more than
Yeah.
regular cons.
Especially at Delta H. Goku's legendary for the parties there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
So, hotel conventions that are hotels are much better, especially for the nightlife. If you're interested in like the partying,
all right.
the drinking, like if you are single and you want to like maybe meet somebody and try to hook up with them.
Yes.
Oh,
all right.
and quick note. The windows, the atrium at the Marriott West Chase has windows that face the lobby. So if you get a girl who's really into kink stuff, you can have her like
Oh,
pressed up against the
God.
glass. Just saying.
Dude, we had girls just they're like just flashes, and they were on the windows and they just flashed us. Like that happens normally. That's normal.
Like,
seeing it
Under Substance did that.
under subsidence.
Yeah, the lead singer did that one time when I was there.
Okay.
We have
I can't
another
wait.
individual joining us briefly from work. He is at work, so I don't know, but joining us is a man that used to be in the Trash Talk panel when it was called the Shit Talk podcast. is the man, the legend himself, Mr. Randy, and that's not Orton.
Hey.
I get called that at school so many times. Mr. Randy Orton is not Randy Orton.
You hear voices.
Is it right?
Not all the
Oh,
time.
okay. I
Hey! There's nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna take what you done to me.
You yelled
Now is
into
not
your
the
mic,
time.
and now I got a headache.
Gonna take what's mine.
God damn it.
Whoa, RK bro.
Before we continue, I got an answer to my question earlier. Kaho Shib. I have no fucking clue. Shibayu.
Shibuya, Kaho Shibuya, used to be a JAV actress.
What the fuck is a JVA actress?
JAV, Japanese anime voice actor. There we go.
Wait, if it stands for voice act, no, would it be voice? Okay, Japanese anime. What?
Adult
Wouldn't it be
male
Java?
means-
That is not what it fucking means. Really?
I don't know. I just thought about that off the top of my head.
So, Mr. Randy, what
Hmm.
thank you for joining us today. What would you like to share with us?
Well, I have not been to Anime Matsuri since 2016 after a certain
That's
incident.
good. Keep it that way.
Yeah. Let's just say I took someone else's girl. I shouldn't have done that. but I didn't care.
Wait, were you the guy that slept with that one girl that had like 3 boyfriends?
Thank God, no.
You're thinking about it.
I was the guy who slept with a girl who had a crazy boyfriend who found out later and trying to invite me out to go shooting.
Was she she was a black chick, right?
Yeah, she was black or white and yada yada. But yeah,
dude, I think that
still the best sex I had in years.
No, I think that she
was
had
your
3
first
boyfriends.
mistake. As a fellow black guy, that was your first mistake.
As your fellow black guy,
hey, I got my nut.
Bro, I'm not even kidding. I think she had 3 boyfriends.
Hey, she probably did. Cause here's the thing. I found out later because my friend is friends with her on Facebook. I warned him, don't do it. Not do it. Learn from my mistake. Don't do it.
Oh, look. Jav is Japanese adult.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was
basically
thinking.
like an
Adult
OnlyFans.
video.
Yeah.
Kaho Shibuya.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So I
Good.
warned
Now we got the sauce.
not to do it. So
Bro, you just need to stay away.
He did it.
Everybody needs to stay away from crazy.
Well, that
Yeah,
girl was
but-
probably
the best
so
sex.
whatever. She probably thought monogamy was a type of wood.
Oh yeah, she got some wood, all right.
yeah.
But
Well, I killed a whole box of condoms. A whole box back. So,
I guess there's. Well, I was gonna say like.
here's the weird thing about it. Here's the weird thing about it. I knew that she had a boyfriend. I cared that she had a boyfriend, and they were trying to pin the whole situation. I guess their problem, like, is not my problem. Yeah, I was her fuck stick.
That was your.
See that?
Yeah, she was with
yes,
somebody.
that's my mistake. I regret. I don't with her. I regret how it everything else afterwards.
I regret letting her.
But
make
yeah,
me
it turns
breakfast
out-
'cause she can't cook worth a damn.
That
Well, at least you're
part
not
is
up
also
here.
true.
At least you're not up here saying something about I let her make eggs for me because I fertilized hers.
Oh God.
Oh God.
That-
Oh,
But here's the crazy
that's
part.
too
She
much.
wanted me to without any protection.
Raw?
I'm like, no. Yeah.
Oh hell.
She wanted
no.
me to do that. I'm like, no.
Wait, what?
She
Oh.
wanted it raw.
No, never.
Mhm. I'm like,
You
no.
listen to You listen.
No.
You listen to Deacon Rap. He's a good boy. He's a good noodle. So when he says no, it's bad.
Look at this, dude. Look, and this is for all
I
you that are
didn't-
watching.
I mean, I didn't do it.
I know, but this is for all of you watching. Always use protection. You never know where somebody's been.
Yeah.
That is also
Especially
true.
anime cons.
Very
Yeah,
Especially
Because-
anime cons.
yeah. Because the most common STD is unawareness, meaning they have something but they don't know.
true.
And they don't find out until their partner tells them,
Yeah.
hey, I got gonorrhea. Do you have it? No, I don't. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you think
And
some of the
end up
guys
a
are better, some of
statistic
the
of one of those.
ladies are they're a bit better. They don't watch their
So yeah. It's like when
What?
we were in quarantine, when they told us that we were going to be in quarantine because of COVID, I was just like, with all the STD that probably fly around anime convention parties, I'm surprised those don't get quarantined.
That's because look, anime convention parties, you got to be quiet about them.
Yeah.
You can't go and advertise them. We can't be like a dumbass like that one guy who took a
On
picture of all
Craigslist?
the alcohol. No, there was one guy who had a party in his hotel room at some anime convention in Texas. He took a picture of all the alcohol he was buying. He's like, and then he posted party in my room, and then he put the room number down in the Facebook group page.
Like a dumbass.
So, like a dumbass. So they reported him to the hotel, and they shut that shit down. And he's all like, I got in trouble with the hotel. I got in trouble with the con. I'm like, dumbass, nobody told you to post that shit.
Yes, what a dumbass.
On Craigslist, no less.
He didn't post it on Craigslist.
No, that was a different guy. That was the Naruto orgy.
That was the Naruto orgy.
I remember that. I remember hearing about that.
Oh,
So, yo, I got a story about the Naruto orgy.
I do too.
We all do.
Yeah. So, should we take turns then?
I think taking turns is the problem.
So, I have a friend, I'm not going to mention his name, but he wanted to get into the orgy, but he didn't have a Naruto cosplay, right? So he decided he was going to buy an Akatsuki cloak off of Amazon, and then when we get back, he was going to tell him it doesn't fit and send it back to Amazon.
I'm going to shut the fuck up because I was going to say something, but I don't want to get in trouble with Amazon.
Just say it. I work for Amazon.
I can't. Anyways, joining us is Daniel, who's joining us on the podcast.
Daniel.
We're talking shit about Anime Matsuri, conventions, weebs, and apparently the Naruto orgy that happened a couple years ago.
Damn, Daniel, back again with the podcast.
Hello?
Daniel?
Oh God, his screen's not breathing.
Danny.
I think his settings aren't set up for the podcast.
Ah, okay.
If you can hear us, there's a little gear at the bottom. It's a little setting bar. Settings, you just have to go there and change the settings for the mic and hearing. All right, so story about the Naruto orgy. So I found out at least 2 girls showed up. 2, and I think there were like 7 dudes. And you can already go.
Well, they just run a train on her.
Yeah.
On them, pretty much.
Yeah, but I also heard that, like, look, don't take this as, look, these aren't my words. These are not my words, so nobody take this as me shaming anybody, body shaming, kink shaming, being shallow. Based on what I heard from my friend, he said the girls were like 4s. Now, that rating system is also perspective.
Well,
so I'm just saying.
If the girls wanted to offer a buffet, I mean, that's their prerogative.
Hey, bro, I got limits, bro. I ain't sharing. I ain't tag teaming. I like to be the world champion, not a tag team champion. I don't share, bro. I failed sharing.
No, you gotta change that to universal.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing ever right now. Roman Reigns is the best, but no, I failed sharing in kindergarten.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that shit as an adult.
They tried to get me to go. Like, it was like Thursday. Like, oh, you should come tonight. It's gonna be like an orgy, man, like a big orgy. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't think I want. Now you gotta go, man. So you get late. Next morning, next Friday. I think it was like it was the Friday or Saturday, the day after. So how was it? Oh, there's like a Naruto orgy. How many people were there? It was like 10 guys, 1 girl. People were pissed, man.
I heard it was 2 girls and 7 dudes.
Yeah.
That should have been called the Colossus.
I heard it was canceled.
No, they did not cancel it. Some people.
That's why my friend didn't go. Somebody posted it was canceled because the hotel found out about it.
They didn't. No, it went through.
Oh.
Because this was not. There was no pandemic. There was nothing. It's an orgy. They can't stop an orgy. The orgy became a train, though.
Gotcha. Okay then.
More like the Doom train.
So, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you go to anime conventions or Comic Cons, yes, trains, orgies, gangbangs are all part of the culture.
They're already in front of the line. They might as well just walk in with.
Oh, I will never forget what happened at the last Anime Matsuri with the fucking hentai fest because I laughed.
What happened?
I laughed. So, like, I'm waiting for the rave to start. It's about 2 hours before, so which is right when the hentai supposed to start. So it's running late. So I'm up there dancing, hanging out. black dude comes up. You ever been to Hentai Fest before? Nah, I didn't buy my tickets online. I didn't want to pay $7. Mind you, it's $5 at the door. So if you pay $7 online, you $5 at the door. It's like that's strike one. They're already running late. An hour passes. Okay, they go inside. From what I heard, even when they went inside, another 30 minutes took away. So it's only 20 minutes of hentai. And the dude came out. He was like, "Man, they tried giving away free condoms." I'm like, "I'm about to get horny after this shit." So, so they just wasted an hour and a half of really 2 hours of their time. Oh, it was amazing because he was all like, "Yeah, spend the money. It's 130 a live. You should try it." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." Oh, I've never felt so good. Oh my god. How do you?
I want to acknowledge this. I want to acknowledge the hentai, and I'm going to not acknowledge this comment. But I had heard, I also heard that it was 30 minutes late. I heard it started 30 minutes to 45 minutes late.
An hour.
An hour. And then I heard that a couple people took blankets with them and they went solo.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
I've never seen Deacon I've never seen Deacon frown so hard. He's like,
I swear to God, it would be
No!
be a worthy moment if you saw somebody dressed up as Pee Wee Herman walk into a hentai fest.
oh no,
God.
like me, my buddy, like we brought dates before. We've done stuff like in there, you know, but
Nah, you gotta do the
not solo, not with a blanket either.
You gotta do the Peter Griffin when he was advertising that blanket and it's like it has like an arm and hands on it and the cop's like, "What are you doing? You'll never know."
Oh no! I mean, there are people that take dates. They'll take a date and they'll like do stuff to each other in there. That's normal. Like,
what makes me so sad on Matsuri? What's so sad on Matsuri and the creepiness and the weirdness of it is, remember that period of Matsuri where like Houston was under construction, so there were like a lot of weird secluded areas and stuff like that, and it's like, oh my god, thank God they finished building what they were building. We prevented so many more atrocities.
what? Stalker. You never boned somebody out in the middle of the street in the dark in a back alley?
Oh god,
those are fun. Don't knock it till you try it.
Building under construction, but you got to be careful you don't get nails stuck in your back.
Wait, what?
No, the worst case scenario is somebody catches you and they want to watch.
Yeah, that's worse.
That is much worse. By the way, so the co-host Onion is the one hosting this year's Hentai Fest. I don't see the big deal in that.
I think because she's an adult film star as well.
Yeah, but what the fuck does it matter if she's hosting or not? It's not like she's gonna get it.
Well, the difference is they're gonna have to bring a bucket and a mop.
Jesus.
It's not like she's doing anything. She's literally gonna sit there and push play on a laptop.
So no one's gonna put their big Mac truck inside a little garage.
She's not gonna go in there with her. Holy shit! It's 17. Holy crap! Everybody run! Holy shit! There's too many fucking people on the show.
We need two more. We need 2 more spots, and we'll get the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, we need 2 more, two more slots. I don't see the point in her. I don't see the point of the host. I think it's very like, I don't know, maybe because I'm different, maybe because I'm full of shit, maybe because I'm an asshole. I don't know, but I don't see the draw. I don't see like, okay, who the fuck cares if she's hosting or not? It's not like she's gonna put on a show. It's not like she's gonna get naked. It's not like she's gonna go out there and perform. No, she's just literally gonna sit there and be like, "Welcome to Hentai Fest, Anime Matsuri," and then push play, and then literally just sit there for $1,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're paying her like $1,000, right?
Bro, I need to get into the hentai business. Fuck.
Okay, just get naked and then start posting videos on Pornhub.
But people have OnlyFans now. But they don't really use Pornhub from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, Pornhub, no, OnlyFans is more intimate, but OnlyFans isn't just that kind of stuff. You can post. There are people that have OnlyFans that don't do lewd stuff.
No.
I know. Like when OnlyFans first came out, right? There was only like two or three accounts probably that did lewd stuff. And then when the pandemic happened, because of the few people that were doing it, there was an influx of people that started doing it.
Now with the pandemic, everyone is showing their taquache.
What does that mean?
Taquache it means possum, but taquache sounds dirtier than possum. Like possum sounds like
What does possum mean?
Possum. It's just a possum. What the fuck? You ever seen a possum before? That's what it means. A possum.
Play dead. Play dead.
No, I've never actually seen a possum before.
What the fuck?
Now everybody
possum.
gets to have a nice dose of horchata.
Okay, Google possum. So in Spanish, possum is called a taquache. See, when you say possum, hey, would you like to see my possum? The people were like, okay, yeah, I'll look at your possum. Yeah, cool. But if you say, hey, man, you want to see my taquache? They'll be like, oh, fuck no. Put your pants back on.
Okay, my girlfriend just sent me a DM saying that it means pussy.
Taquache doesn't mean pussy. It means possum. It literally does not. I'm dead serious. It literally just means possum. Taquache is a fucking possum.
Okay,
But
then how do you spell that?
I don't know. I know how to speak
Because
Spanish.
I'm gonna Google it right quick.
Just say taquache or possum. What is possum in Spanish?
God.
Bro,
Man,
Look at that girl in her hot Quetzalcoatl.
You're gonna make me have a stroke over here, bro.
I feel like hopefully next year we need to write a letter to all the conventions saying, hey, stop having cons within 3 weeks of each other. Because it does not help us.
No.
God.
Does anyone know what Hentai Fest used to be before AM took over the fan panel? I thought it was just called Hentai Fest.
Very. I mean, it was very unorganized, actually.
Really?
Like very unorganized.
Yeah, because most of the time the panelists
just orgy, probably with hentai playing in the background.
No, it was not. No, it was not. No, it was not. You're giving them too much credit. All it was somebody would sign up to host the panel. They would show up super late, start late. You'd watch 10 minutes of cartoon porn, and then you go home. Literally, like you're giving. If it was,
or if you fucking restrooming, fucking.
I'm sorry, did high schools organize this event? Jesus.
No, people would literally go in there with blankets, and somebody that used to host Hentai Fest would actually do a hand check with a black light. It's awesome.
Okay.
So, look like a Sidney Pollock painting then.
No, but Anime Matsuri has more than just hentai. They have a adult hentai.
I think that's
Japanese adult actress hosting this shit. I don't know. Look, I don't know. They're paying a lot of money for a panel that just draws in a lot of like people that go there to check out. Okay, so it's 30% people that check it out for shits and giggles, 30% couples, 20% mouth breathers.
All right, 80.
And 20% people that are attending the convention for the first time and don't know what the fuck it is. It's the mouth breathers you got to watch out for.
The banana in pajamas.
Yep. Mr. Captain Potassium. Bananas.
Well, if that Shibuya chick can sit there and deep throat a whole cucumber, I'd say the $1,000 is worth it.
Bro, did you not see the picture? It looks like they're holding her there hostage against her own will.
No,
Go look at the picture they posted with her. She looks so scared, like they kidnapped her from Japan and like they're holding her hostage.
What's her name?
I don't know. Something
Shibuya Kaho.
I am gonna feel so bad for the AM.
Kaio Shibuya.
Kaho.
Here's the thing.
Well, she probably heard about John's
Kaho.
Great work.
I got it. Kaho Shibuya.
Like that for $1,000. Goddamn.
You know what? I'm gonna Google her too. You got me curious.
Kaho Shibuya Anime Matsuri. There we go.
I'm gonna feel so sad for the AM girls this year, the Anime Matsuri girls.
Why?
Especially since one of my friends are doing it, and they're gonna have to worry about neck breathers and all the creepy stuff. I was like, oh god.
The guy wearing the fedora that's like, "Where's my hug?"
Oh God. Bro,
Oh,
you didn't hug
damn.
me.
Think about all the people that are doing cameos though this year. You know what I'm talking about? Like you know, cameo.
Yeah.
Like because that was the only way that they could actually get out there and make money during the pandemic.
Oh wow, she is really pretty. There's a lot of. I can't show this on the podcast, so there's way too much
So she's
inappropriate shit on
to
here.
look pretty.
I mean, she's. I don't know. I still don't see. I still don't see the appeal. I still. I don't know. It's not for me. I wouldn't spend any fucking money, especially since their hentai fest isn't fucking free.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're charging me for something that I could have stayed at home and done for free.
No.
Wait, are you talking about this picture?
No, I clicked on images. I googled her and I clicked on images.
Okay. You said some picture where she looks like she's being held hostage.
Oh no, it's
And
on
her-
Anime Matsuri's. It's on Anime Matsuri's their Facebook page.
Yeah,
You're gonna make me look up Anime Matsuri, motherfucker.
No, I'm on their Facebook page, but that's the only picture of her that comes up where she looks like she's being held hostage.
Hey, let me see if I can find it. I know it's on Discord. I know somebody posted on Discord and she's getting the shot. It's like a week or two old. It's not going to be recent.
Yeah, she probably just was told about John's past, and she's like, "Oh God,
Help me! Help me!"
John's
All right,
probably
I got
one of
it.
those
Let me see if I
guys that
can,
he would probably grind up on chicks in a Japanese subway, you know, just because."
What the fuck?
Man, that man has been non-existent, and his wife has just taken over now, and good reason. Oh God.
Ah, you can't even see that shit.
Oh, she's getting vaccinated.
Yeah, but look at how scared she is.
A liar.
And look, this is it's on Instagram.
But
Okay,
she's
my
getting
bad.
vaccinated.
Yeah, some people don't like.
Yeah,
shots.
they made her get the Johnson and Johnson. They're gonna kill
Oh
her.
God.
So that's what a death sentence looks like.
Oh no!
So.
Okay, yeah, everybody's letting us know that
Like,
it's on their Instagram
Bill.
page.
Just as much.
All right, any final thoughts on Anime Matsuri versus Comic Palooza? Anime Matsuri versus Comic Palooza are
It's gonna be crazy having them like so. Like I've never seen two conventions this big being sandwiched together, so close together. Like one weekend.
Yeah.
Daniel, have you been
Yes.
talking? Have you been able to talk this whole time?
No, it took me a while to actually get the microphone. It wouldn't work on my phone, and then I had to get a computer. So yeah.
I'm sorry. Hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
What are your share with us your thoughts on
Yeah,
the whole situation?
I mean, it's really. I mean, I was really excited about it. I mean, I was really bummed about the pandemic. You know, just that was like one of the worst things about the pandemic was the cancellation of all these conventions. And you know, with the first one that we heard about, you know, we were vaccinated every time. We went to IkiCon and yeah, it was not. I felt. I don't know. I mean, I understand the situation, but it was weird. It just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't worth what we, you know. I mean, we were like that was the convention was not our favorite part of Austin. Like we actually one of the things I liked the most about Austin was actually this toy museum that we visited, which is if you've never visited the Texas Toy Museum, in Austin in downtown. We just happened upon it, and I was like, "Hey, this is really cool. I'm seeing all this stuff from my childhood." So that was that. Honestly, that was more fun than the convention. I'm actually, I was looking forward to Anime Matsuri and Comic Palooza being like, okay, this is gonna be
That's sad.
That was. I know.
That is sad.
And I've been to IkiCon before. IkiCon has been in the past. I've been to it when it was in downtown Austin, and then also when it was in Round Rock, and both of those were really good. They were, and there were a lot of people that came. It just there. I think what it was. I mean, it was a number of things. Things like the posters and the different. There was a lot of things that weren't up that Friday night. When we got in there, and it was also like storm, and that may have had something to do with it too. The storms for it. Yeah, it was really disorganized, but it may have been because there was like massive storms that were there that night, and so I mean, it just wasn't there weren't as many people there for so that probably added to it as well. It just so that there just wasn't as much to it. But I mean, hopefully, then the next one that they'll have will be better, because I know they've actually had really good conventions in the past. So it just may be because of the coming out of the pandemic and rescheduling it for it's normally a Christmas convention, and now it's a it was rescheduled for June. Yeah, so. Yeah, but this is going to be interesting here in Houston, having these two conventions. I mean, they've been sometimes they're relatively close to each other, but like 1 week away, and it's in the same building. It's in the same, and you got the Dr. Seuss thing in there too. That thing's been going on. That's still going to be going on while both conventions are going on. So
really,
yeah, there's like this big. So if you have kids and they want to do the Dr. Seuss experience, they have this whole. I don't know really what all it involves, but yeah, they have that there too.
I think I'm catching a little hell for not knowing who the fuck she was. The girl.
Tahoe Shibuya?
It's not Tahoe. Is it? Is it Tahoe?
It's Kaho Shibuya, yeah.
Oh, Kaho. I thought you said Tahoe, like the car.
What's a Kaho?
No.
That's her name, Tahoe.
Oh, like Tahoe. No.
No. Never mind. Anyways, so believe it or not, Anime Matsuri has been trying to be around the exact same time as Comic Palooza or A-Kon. Like a couple of years ago, they were 2 weekends before. They were either 2 weekends or a weekend before A-Kon.
I see that. I think they're trying to. I think with the summer thing, they're trying to be close to Delta, but this year it bit them in the ass because now Comic Palooza decided, no, we're gonna be a week after you when you try to be in the summer, and it's like, oh shit. So yeah, it bit them in the ass for Matsuri. I get that they're trying to be ahead of Delta.
Yeah,
but really, what these conventions are doing is they're hurting Delta.
Yeah, they are. They really are, and they're really nice. The lady who runs Delta H-Con,
really,
she's a really nice lady. Yeah, and I feel like that really. I mean, that July is their month. And the fact that they put it right there, and this is a smaller convention, it's harder, I think, for them to work around like the city of Houston, for example. So yeah, I do feel bad that that's happening.
I see it as the way, because I do independent wrestling. So the way I see it is, you having all these cons is like having a bunch of wrestling shows within 10, 20, 30 minutes of each other on the same day or week. Because you have a lot of shit shows and you have a lot of good shows, and you mix that in. You split your audience, you split the people that want to go, and there just needs to be a better system.
That sounds like WrestleMania weekend, honestly.
Oh yeah. Everyone's trying to cash in. Everyone does whatever they want. They don't care. They don't see how it could hurt them or hurt the others, and then it becomes a fucking disaster.
Right. Unfortunately, there are too many conventions this year that couldn't get postponed or delayed even further. Delta H-Con actually tried to reschedule, but the hotel didn't allow it.
Ah, okay. All right.
No, they knew about Comic Palooza. Then they didn't go in there with that shitty attitude, like, oh yeah, we'll take them on.
The Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, no, they were like, nah, we're not gonna even fucking bother. Like we don't want to compete with them and divide the community, especially in Houston. You're talking about two conventions, same city, 7 miles apart from each other.
Damn, only 7. Shit.
And 3 conventions, then 1 convention, a week away from 2 of them.
Yep.
You got Anime Matsuri the weekend before. Honestly, like no one on this podcast, at least no one on here gives a shit about Matsuri.
At this point, I just
No.
go for the hotel. At this point, I just go to eat the free breakfast at Embassy Suites.
I mean, I could just cook breakfast at home. I can go to Denny's and get me a $10 pancake and omelet.
Like people need to understand, for the younger people who don't know this, our friends and I, it was financially hard just to do Matsuri and Comic Palooza a month away from each other. So imagine a whole week.
Bro,
Imagine
it's
trying to
financially
cover.
hard for me to cross the street in this fucking city. Everything costs money in Houston. Nothing is free.
Hey,
Bro.
speaking of a place that that costs money but is actually reasonably affordable. Have y'all been to Cidercade, Houston?
Yes.
It's for $10 a month for the subscription, and you can go there as many times as you want. And the parking is available there as well. And it's right in Edo. I love that place, and the pinball machines are some of the best they have. They get them from joysticks, so that's like one of the best things that has opened up since the pandemic.
I'm sorry, but there's a lot of cons for Cidercade. Cidercade Houston, you have to go early because the parking situation at night sucks.
Oh
ass.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
You have to have an ID. If you don't have an ID, they'll kick your ass out at 8 o'clock because it's 21 and up only.
Oh.
Yeah.
Third thing is all the good games are fucking swamped. I have to literally like start coughing to chase somebody away to play the games I want to play.
Wait, what convention is this again?
This is Cidercade. It's an arcade in Houston.
Okay, I think I've heard. I think I know about this one.
It's actually $15 a month, but it's $10 every time you walk in.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It's $15 a month, $10.
The other thing is, I'm sorry, but their beer selection, it's just cider beer. I'm sorry, but I'm brown. I don't do cider. I don't do IPAs.
Really?
I don't even drink the alcohol. I do the sodas. They actually have good. I mean, they have their own name brand sodas that they have the soda fountain. And you get
see, when I went, the soda fountain wasn't working, so they were only doing beer. But no, I don't like that place.
I've been trying to go.
It's cool. I say check it out. It's fun. Go early. But I prefer Dos Equis. I prefer the Modelo. I prefer Corona because family.
There's also last Friday night I went to both Cidercade and then Joysticks because they have their what do they call it, Pac-Man Fever, which they do it. It's twice a month. It's the first and last Friday of the month. But I really wanted to go to Joysticks this time to try out the new Mandalorian pinball game. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
17, are you high?
No.
Okay.
Too many people talking at once.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about heading out because I got a few phone calls I gotta make.
We actually have to start wrapping it up, but all right, one at a time. Final thoughts on Anime Matsuri versus Comic Palooza. What do you think? Do you think Anime Matsuri is really I think honestly they're just trying to divide up the community. I think honestly, Anime Matsuri claims that they are the best convention, they're the best anime convention, that they are number one. I think they're full of shit.
I think they are trying.
I mean, I went to San Japan in 2019. And I liked that way better than I had so much fun there in San Japan than I did ever.
Bro, San Japan 2019. I tear up when I watch my vlog footage because it's like looking into literally another world compared to where we are now.
All right, we're gonna start with just so we don't have any confusions. We're gonna start with
Okay.
with Daniel. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of I'm kind of looking forward to this week with I don't think this is going to happen again. I don't think we're going to see the two largest geek conventions in Houston be on back-to-back weekends from each other, and the it's like you'll need to have some time after Comic Palooza to kind of rest from all that. So yeah, I'm excited though.
Okay, sorry, I was checking up the comments. All right, we're gonna do Yo Highness.
Oh damn, you actually got it right.
Yeah.
No one's ever gotten it right on the first try.
Really?
Not a lot of people on flat surface. Men with English degrees can't get it right in the first try. No.
That's because I read it in sections, and then I read it slowly, and then I read it fast.
That is good. But
I read it 3 times in my head before I said it out loud.
Damn, that is good. I think Matsuri thinks they are playing chess when they're actually playing checkers. They're thinking, well, we have 4 days. They got 2. Come to us. No, come to us. No, we have 4. You have more fun. And it's no, this is going to work out for you. It's not going to work out. They'll still make money, but it's not going to work out for you, Matsuri, the way you think it's going to work out. And I know when I get there, or when I see it there, I know it's not going to be. I do a comparison every year.
Can I just pause you for that for a second? I have a better analysis, a better comparison to it. Let's just say Comic Palooza is like a Marvel cinematic movie. Let's say like an Avengers movie or Guardians of the Galaxy or Black Panther.
Okay.
And Anime Matsuri is literally the first Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah. Only the diehards are gonna go watch that.
We'll make it a Chronoville picture.
And the owners of Matsuri were the ones who 100% supported the Joker, the way he looked, the way he acted. Because let's just put it out there, the Joker in Suicide Squad looked like Macaulay Culkin on crack.
Yeah, they tried.
The Joker in Suicide Squad looks like that guy in the mall who sells ecstasy to kids.
Oh.
Hey man, you leave me alone.
Nope.
You don't look like your name is Spider.
But yeah, they need to cool it with doing shit in the summer. They need to just go back to spring. go back to Good Friday.
I know, right? Go back to Easter. What happened with Easter?
Everyone loves Good Friday.
Who do y'all think that the mayor of Houston's gonna cosplay as this year? Remember, like in the previous years,
he wears whatever the fuck they give. All right, sir, put this on. It's like a maid outfit.
I think he was Goku one year.
Yes, yeah, I got a picture with him.
And it's like the year that it came out about John Lee. When in 2017, that's when he dresses in the Akatsuki.
Wait a minute. I never heard about that. Years ago. You mean Sylvester Turner dressed up as Goku Black?
No, regular Goku. Good.
Oh yeah. And before that, he was like somebody from another anime. I remember he asked somebody like, "Who is this from again?"
I will never forget how bad they tried to hype up the John Leahy redemption, air quotes, redemption story. Oh, he went in front of a feminist rally to talk to him, apologize. You know how much balls it takes to do that? You know how brave he was to do that? You know, it's fine now. No, I don't think it's fine now. I don't think that's how that works.
In the words of Jesse Goku, hallelujah, he found Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I went off on that bullshit. I'm like, okay, this man has been spending years sending all kinds of inappropriate text messages, emails, and all kinds of phone calls to different people talking about, have you ever experienced a satisfying orgasm? Would you like a picture of my dick? All of a sudden, he gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and we go after him, and he takes an online course for 2 hours, and suddenly he's found sexual harassment Jesus, and we're supposed to turn the other cheek and forgive his bitch ass?
Oh, no, he went in front of a crowd of yelling people. You know, that's hard to do. You know, Donald Trump does it every other week, but, you know, he ran in front of a crowd and yelling people. That's brave of him. That means he's serious.
Can you imagine John went in front of a crowd? excuse me, I took that class, okay? Because I'm the best at taking that class. I was the best, and I took it like no one else. My assistant took that test for me, the best like no one ever was, and I am better for it. I will not grab her by the pussy without. I will just grab her by the butt this time.
I remember when I first heard about the
Let's
situation.
make conventions great again.
When I first heard about the situation, it was Anime 2016, the 10th annual one, and they said it was because I thought it was minimal. They said it was the guy running the cosplay contest who was harassing women, which ended up being true. But then the next year I found out, oh no, it was the actual owner himself, and I'm like, ooh,
It was
this
both
is bad.
actually.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, both.
Wait, it was both, bro. So check this out. I've been coming up with a script of when I'm a famous rapper, me playing fictional John Lee in an episode of Law and Order SVU, and I was gonna have somebody play Vic Mignogna, but now that I know about this, that would add more depth to the story.
Yeah, don't have somebody play John. You're gonna get sued.
No, I'm gonna play fictional John Lee. I was thinking of like my name is gonna be Victor Morales, and the Vic Mignogna character was gonna be John Leeson or something like that.
My name is John Lee with 2 E's.
Guest starring.
Like, oh, that's different enough.
John
okay.
Lee.
All right, Mr. Downtime Gaming, also known as Flaming Forearms. What are your thoughts?
Well, as I think I already stated, I could care less about Matsuri. I like Comic Palooza. I've been to 2 of them, and I love the environment there. It's a little pricey for the normal person, but hey, you got to spend a little to live a little. So, it's actually, I think Comic Palooza is worth it. Matsuri, it's had a lot of bad press and everything else. So, you know what? I don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff. Just saying.
Yeah, you don't want to be a part of that shit. Especially when there's a whole group dedicated to getting rid of boycott Anime Matsuri.
It just needs to be bought up by like the city of Houston or something like that. And just change the name, get the stink off. That's all it needs.
Not Anime Matsuri. Good name. But I mean, it's because it's catchy, like AM. Oh, yeah, it's cool.
I mean, the word bukake is catchy too, but you don't think people running around wanting to go to that.
When you come up with names for like businesses or brands or something like that, you gotta have something that kind of flows. Like for Geeks 5 Ever, G5E just kind of fits together. That's why we went with Geeks 5 Ever.
Animania. All right, let's do it.
I want to give a shout out to the Geek Squad, though. I mean, not the Geek Squad. Yeet, the Yeet Squad. But that formed at one of the last ones over there. We actually formed a Facebook group and a messenger group, and we've kept in touch with each other ever since then. And so it was just a bunch of us that met up at I think the last Matsuri, and then we never got to really meet up there. I mean, some of us met up at other events since then, but yeah, it's going to be like the first time that we all get to actually go to. But I mean, either or Anime Matsuri or Comic Palooza. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mr. Randy Not Orton? What are your thoughts?
Comic Palooza.
He's been on break for a while now.
Comic Palooza, take the win. Yeah. Oh, no one else is here. Oh, it's just me.
Oh,
that's the beauty of being like a security.
It seemed like Matsuri just. Yeah.
Their TNA, their Impact.
Yeah, because no one else is here and depends. Yeah. Because one of my friends did went to Matsuri. He said it felt the soulless. So definitely Comic Palooza.
You know, it did get smaller. It did feel like it was smaller one year after some of the previous years.
For the wrestling fans out there that will understand this reference, Anime Matsuri is WCW when Vince Russo was in charge.
And bro, I swear to God, I did not touch that boil.
Hell, I'd go one step further and say Matsuri is like glow.
It's like what?
Glow.
Mm.
So
Anime
they look up the
Matsuri
acronym
is like
Gorgeous
TNA.
Ladies of Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Glow,
And
the Netflix series.
No, Matsuri thinks it's
Yeah.
Matsuri thinks it's ECW, but it's WCW when Kevin Nash beat Goldberg. It's the beginning of the end.
Oh yeah. It's
I mean, I don't.
Impact when Christian Cage left. Just downhill.
Oh.
Oh God.
All right, so Mr. Deacon
I mean,
Rat, what are
I
your
always
thoughts
saw.
on Anime Matsuri? What are your thoughts on Anime Matsuri versus Comic
So
Palooza?
before I get to
Back
that,
up, then
I
went
think I put this out there.
downhill.
Before I got to put this out there. Knowing what I know about Vince McMahon now, I feel like Matsuri's more like WWE just because John Lee, Vince McMahon, knowing what I know now, it makes more sense to me.
Oh, Vince McMahon banging all the female wrestlers in the 2000s.
Yeah. The lawsuits and then all of it coming out now. But no. So here's the thing. I'm not going to either, but I got to say, I feel like Matsuri's going to do better than Comic Palooza.
Ooh, because they have more days?
And no, here's why. I've been invited to Matsuri like 6 times, and these 6 people asked me multiple times. I don't know anybody, but other than Jesse Goku, I don't know anyone going to Comic Palooza. And everybody I know in Houston, everyone tells me to go into Matsuri. No one's going to Comic Palooza. And then, so there was a scandal between one of the guys here in San Antonio. He would date underage girls and make them dress like Ellie from The Last of Us. And for like 2 months, there was a bunch of girls in San Antonio that were just like slamming this dude, and one of them's going to Anime Matsuri. Like she posted her cosplay lineup. So if Anime Matsuri has people contradicting themselves, unless this person does not know about Anime Matsuri's history, which surprisingly a lot of people who are going, either they already know it and they just don't care, or they don't know, and once I tell them, they're like, okay. So yeah, that's why I say Matsuri.
I want to just say,
and a lot of their attendees are young too.
Yeah, they're young, so they don't care. So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing: as a parent, as somebody that's older, I would never allow my daughter to go to Anime Matsuri.
No.
By the way, I don't agree with you that Anime Matsuri is going to do better than Comic Palooza. Let me explain, and I will share with you why. Okay, so don't be offended by this, Deacon Rap. But
I'm not.
You are a much, much smaller attraction. You're a much smaller name. Like for someone like me to get into Comic Palooza, that's because people know me in the Texas Renaissance Festival community. They know me in the numbers, the House of Discord community. I'm known in like not just the anime community. I got the anime community, the comic book community, the Renaissance community, the one of the club communities. Like there are a lot of communities that know who I am. So I go out and I talk to people, and I'm known. I'm like people will talk to me. People will listen to me. People will come to my fucking panels. Everyone knows in this community. A lot of people know who the fuck I am. Maybe not as late because we have a new generation of cosplayers and they really don't know who I am, and I've been out of the limelight a lot. But a lot of people know who I am because I'm out there, and to get into Comic Palooza is a big fucking deal. Because you just can't get into Comic Palooza, especially as a panelist. They are very, very picky as to who they accept in their shit. Like that's why you don't see too many of these Asuka. Like that's why you don't see too many panels where it's like cosplayers on the stage answering questions that people will ask them. They don't like those fucking panels. They hate those panels. They will not have those panels. For anime conventions, since it's a smaller crowd, a smaller community, it's more local. They'll take anybody with any kind of notoriety whatsoever. I'm not saying you're not. So I'm not saying you don't have any notoriety. You do have some notoriety. You do have notoriety, but you're not like on a state scale. You know what I mean? Because people probably don't know who I am, but there are a lot of people all over the state. We've run into people that have heard of Geeks 5 Ever. Like I just sold something for $400 to a guy that's heard of Geeks 5 Ever. He's like, "Oh shit, you're from Geeks 5 Ever." I'm like, "Yes." And he's not even from the state of Texas. He's from another fucking state. I know because I got to ship the shit to him, and it's going to cost me an arm and a leg.
I feel like as well though, the only problem with Comic Palooza is, and this is what I was saying earlier about Matsuri when they stopped doing it. Matsuri has the 4-day pass. Comic Palooza, because it's 2 days, understandably, they're making people pay for day passes each. So maybe that is what might kill them. What might kill Matsuri.
That will definitely hurt them, but I think Comic Palooza will do much better than Anime Matsuri. And I agree with you. 50% of the people that attend Anime Matsuri know exactly what's wrong with Anime Matsuri. They know all the bullshit they've done, but they're going to turn the blind eye to it because it's an anime convention.
Fuck that. Nah, he's a pedophile. What? Yeah, he's a pedophile. Yeah.
Jesse.
Shouldn't.
Jesse. So my answer, why I answered Matsuri is based off of the people that I'm talking to and what I'm seeing from like the people that I follow, and because I haven't been invited to Comic Palooza. What does your response have to do with that? I don't understand.
You're not going to get invited to Comic Palooza unless you apply for them.
No, I don't mean like to perform. I mean just to attend in general.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to perform there, you have to apply. But
I'm not talking about performing. I'm talking people in my inbox asking me if I'm gonna go, even just to attend, not necessarily to perform.
I mean, Comic Palooza, dude. Like I said, there are different circles. Anime, because you're an otaku rapper, you're in the anime circle. That makes sense. In that circle, yes, that makes sense. But because Comic Palooza is so many different demographics, they have so many different social circles. Because remember, you have the Renaissance community as well that plays.
Okay, now I'm getting it. That makes more sense.
They have so many more communities that are involved with Comic Palooza, and because the anime community takes a back seat, you're not really
okay. That makes more sense. Now I get it.
But because I am part of like 5 different communities and I'm well known, of course you're going to hear about people like me getting personally invited by Comic Palooza. Dude, they invited me to submit panels. I wasn't going to. They sent me an email saying, hey, you coming back?
Gotcha.
So
right.
So you got to think the circles. The anime circle, as big as it is not that big on a state scale. Because you got to remember, you have the pro wrestling, you have professional wrestling.
Yes.
You have music. You have the skaters, the punks. You have Renaissance. You have the LARPers. You have the D&D. You have the comic fans, the movie fans. You have the race car people. You have the people that just like authors.
Yeah, Comic Palooza is really eclectic. It's very eclectic. Yeah, that's the word. Eclectic. Yeah.
It's a melding pot of different demographics, different communities, and that's why Comic Palooza does much better than Anime Matsuri, where Anime Matsuri focus is literally just anime fans.
Gotcha. Okay.
And honestly, business-wise, Comic Palooza does much better than Anime Matsuri. They do better than Anime Matsuri. They have a better business plan. They're much smarter, and they make a lot more money.
Got it.
Because if they didn't make money, I guarantee you they wouldn't be around right now. Because City of Houston does not tolerate that bullshit.
Yeah, they're not like Paul Heyman running around.
Sanji says Comic Palooza is better than Matsuri. Why is this even a debate? No, but I want to thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you everyone for coming on here and taking your time to join us and talking about a little bit. Y'all are all, like I said, if y'all are interested in next week, I will be back. For everyone joining us, we'll be back next week for the final Trash Talk panel before Delta H-Con and Comic Palooza. Fuck! Comic Palooza.
You can't speak right.
I can't English. Taco, burrito.
You should just stay to your native language as tacos and burritos.
Okay, let me go ahead. Aquí, la próxima semana, aquí vamos a estar con Geek Forever hablando de Delta H-Con y Comic Palooza, las dos convenciones que van a estar en el fin de semana, julio el 16, 17 y 18. Geeks Forever está presentado con Telemundo. Everybody was like, what? And then I said Telemundo, and they're like, oh, I get it.
I was waiting for that.
That's how I used to watch Raw.
Telemundo, 5-5.
Bro, I'm going to cosplay the Telemundo sign at Comic Palooza.
I'll be doing
That would be cool.
5-5.
We do have a power hour.
Cosplay that guy.
We're gonna have a power hour this Wednesday and a Geeks Fire podcast this Friday. Also next week, like I said, it's the final trash talk panel. We are gonna talk mad shit about body odor, about creeps,
Yeah.
drama, toxic partners.
Get the nitty gritty.
We're gonna talk.
What day is this? Cause I'm sure my girlfriend will want to join.
Monday.
Yeah, we gotta end this podcast now. We gotta watch the last hour of Raw.
That's right. We're gonna watch Raw. That's right. That's July 12th at 7 p.m. Colored 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Colored People Time. Colored People Time. That means it's gonna be late.
And Loki comes on Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, the final episode of Loki.
7:55.
Already?
Yeah, the final episode of Loki is coming on.
They're gonna erase him. They're gonna Thanos him.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I think Kang is gonna make an appearance, like Kang the Conqueror. I mean, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you never know. All right, guys. Thank you for everybody for taking their time. We're gonna make this announcement on Friday, but next week on Friday it's not a regular podcast. We will be live streaming. All of our panels will also be live streaming from the con live. Next week on Friday at Delta H-Con, we'll be live streaming on Saturday live from Comic Palooza. We'll live stream the karaoke panel, and we're gonna live stream all the events and panels that we're hosting. So we're in for a big weekend. We're also gonna be live streaming Deacon Rap's performance in our hotel room.
Yay!
Which is 50-50 right now, and I'll explain to you later why it's 50-50. If we're gonna have you perform or not.
Nice.
I have to explain to you why.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Jesse Goku. These are my buddies. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you on Wednesday for another Power Hour. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Bye.
All right, my friend.